Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chuck. Thank you very much for being here today. Really appreciate all the support recently. And quick note, the Discord is open. Link is down below. Come by and join. We talk about investing. We talk about sealed products, singles, drops happening, all the good stuff. And it's been pretty fun so far. So come on by. Nothing required to join. And let's get into today's video because man, there is a lot happening right now, as you've probably seen. Rudy put out a video basically hyper shilling every set that is popular that is also going out of rotation, which we also did. Um, Granted, it was, last week. And my investment strategy is pretty much the exact same, but I am concentrating a little bit more, a little bit further. I'm going to talk about the sets that I am currently looking at, what I'm thinking about, as well as the products that I'm targeting and what I see as far as deals go, because I've been getting a lot of comments basically saying that the product that I've been getting is either not available in the area. It's going to be very dependent on that, but there's certain products I'm targeting within each set. Um, but really, the main theme is that I'm primarily focused on pack plays right now because look, we are kind of entering a more euphoric time in the market. You can really feel it. YouTubers are being super bullish on products, and honestly, for good reason, because when you look at a set like Paldean Fates, for instance, going out of rotation in April, how much product could they possibly print? Probably not going to be too crazy. Um, Speaking of which, today's sponsor is PokeNotify. This morning, Macy's released a bunch of Paldean Fates 3-pack blisters, and I was able to get a few, so very happy about that. It's the only product I use for new drops. So if you're interested, there's a 3-day free trial down below and 25% off your first month, if that makes sense for you. So thank you to PokeNotify. All right, let's get started. Craziness in the market. 151. I mean, weeks ago, you could get booster bundles for $60 all day long. All day long. Now, if a booster bundle gets posted on Facebook, it is gone. Oof, that was a bad one. It is gone within hours, and you probably aren't getting it for 60 anymore. I would say 65 feels like the bottom for me in my area. Currently, these are running the hell up. They are selling all day for $80, $85. As you can see, even days ago, you were getting these much more consistently in the $65, $70 range. That is when you were able to get these for 60. That is just not really the case anymore. And a lot of people are holding on to the bundles right now. So what I'm seeing on Facebook in my area are 2 plays for 151, which is why we're talking about pack plays, because look, like as the market gets more euphoric, right now what we're seeing is a lot of premium on sealed displays, right? PCETBs, things like that. These are not pack plays. These are more speculative. You know, sealed premiums, and FOMO going into those. So for me, I see an opportunity on products like, Blooming Waters is the first one that comes to mind. If I can find it on the page, oh my goodness. Um, it is currently going for about $130, I would say, give or take. But on Facebook, and for some reason it's just not listed here, so I apologize. I don't know, unless I'm missing it. But on Facebook, you can get these all day long for 105, 110. I think even up to 115 is a decent buy. I have a couple lined up for $105, so we'll see if it falls through. But from a pack place perspective, any product or any product that you can get where the pack is less than $10 right now for 151 is a generational play because 151, again, turning 2 years old this month in September. Okay. Out of rotation in April. What we know historically is that once a set goes out of rotation and it's over 2 years old and it has all of these things working toward, for it, we don't get big reprints. We might get some trickling product here and there. And look, we have the holiday season coming up, so maybe it's an opportunity to get MSRP. I'm not counting on that. I'm not counting on that. And if you have long-term conviction on a set like 151, you should just be buying packs now because it's only going to get harder with time. So Blooming Waters, amazing play. Honestly, posters at like 25, if you can find those for that price, which I don't know if you can at this point, that would be a great play. It's like $8.33 a pack. I'm actually seeing Zapdos boxes at $40 on Facebook. People are accepting that offer, which is $10 a pack. Now, that's kind of like not one I would super recommend just because, and I bought one recently. All right, I did. It was right in front of me. I did it. I was buying something else and he offered it up and I was like, yeah, sure. But the box is a little large, which is why the Alakazam has a little bit more of a premium. Because it's much, much smaller. So, mini tins, I think you can maybe still find some deals on here and there. I saw somebody in my Discord got one for 150 with a rip on a sealed display with a big rip in it. 150 is like $7 a pack, basically, which is great. And that's easy to store. So I'm out on the ETB. The booster bundle display, as you know, is up 50% in the last 3 months. Currently selling for $1,400, $140 per bundle in a sealed display. Seems high when I can get 10 for $700 theoretically. That's $70 a bundle loose. The sealed displays are great. I am not willing to pay, what is that? $700 in premium, 2 times the price. Not a good play in my opinion. They're just too crazy. There's too much FOMO. Look, you might make money buying them. I can't recommend it in good conscience when there are plenty of packs to be had here. SV is, much better about being weighed. People care about the packs, special sets. There's not a booster box here. That's my play. That's my thinking. Prismatic Evolutions, not much to say here. Booster bundle displays, very, very expensive. I think it's because they haven't really printed that many of these. $1,300, very steep. We're getting a lot of reprints right now for Prismatic. Restocks, whatever you want to call it. Who cares? Surprise boxes. We just got 300,000 booster bundles on Walmart. Missed on that. LOL. What else did we get? I just got these in the mail. The Costco, or was it, Sam's Club Sea and Sky version, the Lucario Tyranitar boxes. And we're getting mini tins later this month. So, at Costco. And we're getting bundles at Costco with the booster bundle and ETB. Any of those are good buys at MSRP, in my opinion, and worth holding long term. Beyond that, I am not paying for a single Prismatic product right now over MSRP. There's absolutely no need for me personally to do that. Prices are about to come down a little bit, but there's still, don't forget, there's a ton of demand for Prismatic. It is still a top 3 set in the era, and it will age well, and you will do well long term. Also, posters got printed on Walmart or released on Walmart. No need to go over MSRP. PCTP is still a premium, the premium play. I think the SPCs are going to be good. I'm hoping that we can get more at MSRP, so I'm holding out. I don't feel any need to rush into these at $225. That seems crazy to me. Yeah, Prismatic, I think right now what people aren't really realizing is that between Black Bolt and White Flare, mid-July was the release date, and the release of Mega Evolution. Obviously, we don't have a set in between those. That is 2 months for the Pokemon Company to print sets like Prismatic, sets like Surging. All right. They're delaying Mega Evolution. Maybe that's why. Maybe they want to get more Prismatic out first. I don't know. I don't have any connection to the Pokemon Company. Um, do I think that we're gonna get as much product as we've gotten this month, every single month going forward? I really don't. And I have to say, Nostalgianomics made a good point, in my opinion, that so many packs are being ripped. He said he ripped 400 one night this week, and that's not including everybody else and whatnot. Now, the set value is going to keep dropping. Pull rates are brutal, so don't expect anything crazy overnight. Like, 300,000 units of a product is a good bit, but in the grand scheme of things, it's really not because you have to remember where demand is for Prismatic. A lot of people aren't going to like me saying this, but that's just the reality of the situation. But the way to mitigate the risk for Prismatic is to just hold out on MSRP and chill. Like I've always said, you do not need to buy ETBs at $100. You don't. You don't need to do that. And with special sets, pack plays are going to be good. They're going to be good. And all we know is that the Pokemon Company, they've come out and they said, we're going to keep making more. Now, I think the set is, what, 8 months old? 7 months old. It's getting up there. Still young. Still young. But I think if you can get those Costco bundles and products like that, you're going to be in very good shape long term. Surging Sparks is not one that has been on my radar, but it is more so now because we've gotten so many of those Costco bundles. I have 4. So 4 of the individual 2-packs that I got online, which is pretty cool. For Surging, I'm thinking about a few things. The PCTB is going to go up. What is it right now? I'm sure this was bought out too. By the way, all PCTBs have been bought out recently. It's insane. It's because I made that tier list video last week. That's why. $260, still a pretty good price. I think anything under 300, probably solid long term. Great promo. Pikachu on the box. Surging Sparks, decent set. A lot of people love it. I am thinking about the Latias and a PSA 10 at some point. I think this is the best card in the set. I prefer the Milotic, but Latias is Latias, and it has really grown on me quite a bit. Pikachu, totally dead to me. I don't care about this card. But the Latias, I think, has a lot of potential, and if prices come down, which they have been, 193 in June. If we approach $100 in this card, which we may not, seems like a great buy to me. 160 right now, and selling quite a bit. So still a lot of support for this card. Let's take a look at the prices. Yeah, back in March 220, we've been dropping ever since. So expect this to come down a bit more too. But I think there's going to be an opportunity on these cards, these top 2 cards, maybe even the Pikachu as well. But I'm not buying it because I don't like it, and I don't like to buy things I don't like. Booster boxes. I actually think the booster boxes, low key might be a good play. Let me find the damn thing. Currently going for 250. Very healthy sales volume. 2,500 sold 6 months, 945 last 3 months, 286 sold in the last month, which is actually quite a lot. And 1,200 listed median 299. I think Surging, if you can get it close to 200, 225. I had the opportunity to buy it for 200 the other week, and I didn't. And now I think I probably should have, but it's okay. It's life. I'd already spent a lot that day, and I was like, I'm good. I don't want to over leverage myself in one day. Not that I'm using leverage, you know what I'm saying. But $250 coming up on a year old. I mean, here's what we know. We don't get a ton of booster boxes after a year old, historically speaking. Yeah, we might get another reprint, but like, there's still a lot of demand for this set. It's a very good set. If you can get it 200, 225, honestly, I think that's a pretty good play. I'm not rushing to buy these. I'm not buying them right now, but that's kind of what I'm thinking with Surging. I think Surging is down a little bit because of the sentiment of product coming in from Costco. I think it's a decent opportunity. Paldean Fates is crazy. Nostalgianomics talked about it. Everybody's talking about the cards, especially the booster bundle displays. you know, the PC ETB is going for $580. Congrats to everybody who bought them, myself included. I said these will be $600 by the end of the year a few weeks ago, and they are basically approaching that now. So I guess they'll be $1,000 end of year. Maybe. I don't know. Gardevoir, Charizard, already moving up. The Bubble Mew. Need I say more? 230. I said at 160 you should buy these. Anything under 200 is a good deal. Bubble Mew, $700. I said this will be a $1,000 card one day. I don't know when. Could be 6 months, could be a year. It looks like it's about to be in a month. So we'll see what happens. We just got more tech stickers on Macy's. Again, congrats if you got it. Shout out to Pokénotify. They were very quick with it. And I got a few orders of it, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's like $20 a unit. Not too bad. $7 a pack. Regular ETBs, I'm not touching these with a 10-foot pole. I have one. If they go up, great. If they make more, I'll buy some. But it could just be a product that just doesn't see a ton of action going forward. Booster bundles, obviously a lot of the hype is on these right now. Insane volume. 162 like 10 days ago, and then over this past few days, 140. Courtesy of a lot of YouTubers and just a lot of speculation around the rotation in April, which again, Paldean Fates is being rotated out. Let's find the booster bundle display. See what that price is. Booster bundle display. 19 sold after the Nostalgianomics video at $900. Pretty good value. So congrats if you got that at 900. One just sold for $16.49, $14.99, $12.50. This makes no sense to me. Make it make sense. $16.49 for 10 bundles sealed. I know it's a display, but $164 a bundle. Do you want to pay $164 a bundle? I don't. I cannot justify getting that over loose bundles at 80, which is why people are buying these like crazy. So the play for Paldean Fates is anything you can get released between now and April is going to be a good long-term hold. Even stickers, tins, whatever. We're going for pack plays here. I think the PCTBs are very expensive, and I cannot in good conscience recommend a $600 PCTB when I don't really like PCTBs that much. At 180, great deal. And it could be $1,000 in a month, 2 months. I don't know. I mean, it seems like there's not much holding it back, right? $12 loose packs. Paldean Fates. We'll keep an eye on it. It's a beast. I think there's going to be an opportunity in Paradox Rift and Paldea Evolved. Paldea Evolved, we'll start here. 22 sold over the past day, 2 days, at $400. This is a $400 booster box. We're not getting more booster boxes more than likely, and it's well over 2 years old at this point. Rotating out in April. Rudy says it's going to be a $1,000 box. Could happen. It will happen one day. I think this year, a $500 Paldea Evolved box is not out of the question. If I were to put my bet on something, I would say $550 to $600 at this rate. With the holiday season coming up, and with not booster boxes coming out, and Paldea Evolved being a strong set, again, not much stopping it from going up. Paradox Rift. But personally, I have 2 boxes. I'm good. I'm not buying more at 400. I think there's better opportunities like 151. So that's where I stand on that for the record. Also, the PCTB is like $1 billion. Jumped. I mean, the PCTB jump is insane. $700. $700 for that. It's not a bubble. It's actually not a bubble, but dude, PCTBs for $700, bro. I I mentally just can't. I just am not buying them. Uh, the booster box is about 250. Pretty good deal still. I'm sure you can get it cheaper than that locally or at a card show. But pretty healthy volume for a set like, Paradox. Here's what's crazy. I've been talking about Paradox Rift for a while. 136 listed, 128 sold. It won't be long before this is 275, 285 bucks. I think by the end of the year, we could see a $325 box. For sure. PCTBs, I'm staying away from these. I don't like the promos that much. I think the temporal ones are better because they're harder to grade. Roaring Moon, bro, this card is going to have a move at some point. I really believe that. $40. It's been $40 for quite a while. Look at the consolidation. Look at the sell-through rate, guys. 126 listed, 186 sold. Look at the past 2 weeks. You heard it here. It's going to go up. Don't be surprised when this is $50, $60, $70, $80. All right. It's a good card. It's a good Pokemon. It's Salamence. I know. It's Roaring Moon. But it's good. It's a good card. And it's an SIR. It's going to go up. It's going to go up. One of my favorite plays in the market right now is Crown Zenith. Rudy also pumped this yesterday. I was dying when he was talking about Paradox Rift and Crown Zenith in his video yesterday. He said, go buy ETBs. I've been saying this too. Anything under $200 is a good buy. Look at the volume after his video, guys. Like immediately, like 13 sold. And that's kind of the thing that's holding Crown Zenith back is there's a good amount of supply. It is being eaten through, and it is ripped a good bit. But 128 listed, not 87 sold last month. It will surpass 100% sell-through rate in due time, probably in September this month. 235 listed median. Dude, I don't see why this isn't $250, $300 by the end of the year. You've heard it here now. I've been saying it on this channel. And I'm not just saying this because Rudy said it. All right. But money will flow into Crown Zenith, and Crown Zenith will have its day this year at some point. Sea and Sky boxes, I think, are pretty solid for a pack play. You can find these like 160. Maybe I got one at 155 recently. Booster bundles are pretty expensive. These collection boxes, you might be able to find some here and there for a good price. The Shinji 10s, I think, are very solid. Picked one of these up for $40 last month. Probably can't find it at 40. But I think these two at $40 for a pack play is also a good deal. And that goes for the 5-pack 10s too, which might be better to invest in from a storage perspective. PCTBs, I'm not buying these, dude. $465, no promo. Raging up. I get it. But I'm sticking with the regular ETBs. I'm sticking with Sea and Sky. Obviously, anything at MSRP if you can find it. I don't know. Also, the 3-pack blisters are a pretty good deal as well. What is that? 9 packs. Let's do the math. 117. $13 a pack for a sealed product. And I bet you can find it cheaper. Yeah. It's goodbye to me. And then the last set that I'm kind of focusing on, I believe right now, Euphos Guys is in a consolidation phase. We're getting a lot of sales at 2,500. This will rocket up pretty soon. It will be at 3,000 bucks before you know it. The regular ETBs are one of the best pack plays here. 350 bucks, 8 packs. Hear me out. $43.75 a pack. Sleeve booster packs are $50. The Umbreon pack is very expensive. What is this? $185? No, I'm not paying $61 a pack. It does have an Umbreon promo. I'm not buying the PCTBs either. Yo, the build and battle, if you're looking for a pack play, if you can find this for $500, that's $41 a pack. Okay. $5.50 divided by 12, $45.83 a pack. 12 packs. Not a bad play. Not a bad pack play for a sealed product with 12 packs at even at 550. Dude, not too bad. So these are the things I'm thinking about. I'm looking to get a little bit more Evolving Skies. Maybe I'll get an ETB, a Collecticon. Maybe it'll be something like this if they have it around. Even these build and battle boxes, what is that? 175 or it's not actually 175. What is it actually selling for? 180, 190. Let's call it 200. $50 a pack. It's kind of a lot. What are these selling for though? 500? Yeah, $500. 500 divided by 12. $41 a pack. Dude, that's a good deal for Evolving Skies. I think it's a good deal. And look, they don't display amazingly, but that's not the worst looking product in the world. And you can stack these guys up. They're not very big. So yeah, I'm looking to expand my Evolving. These are the sets that I'm investing in right now. I still have my side quest for Destined Rivals, but I do think we're going to get more of that in the future. So I'm not going to sit here and say that you should also do that, which is what I've been saying for that. And the side quest is I just pick up MSRP products here and there. And one day I want a big bin full of them. It's fun. So that's what I'm thinking about. These are good opportunities in the market. All right. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd be curious to hear. Join the Discord also. Come by, hang out. Really appreciate y'all watching today. And I will see you very soon in the next one. Goodbye.